Hello, I'm Charles Fisher of FishDuck.com. This new play we're going to discuss, the Oregon Straddle Triple Option, is the fourth most used running play in the Oregon spread offense. It has an interesting twist that most people haven't noticed. I call it a straddle triple option because we're not optioning all three choices to the same side of the line of scrimmage at the same time as most teams do. We're running an inside zone read to one side of the line of scrimmage and attacking the other side with a speed double option. Thus we are attacking both sides of the line of scrimmage at the same time and hence spreading the defense out. Let's look at how this works. First, notice the backfield formation, the twin backs. With them being balanced, we can run the play either direction and the defense can't load up on one side. Note the defensive end drift toward the running back, thus Darren pulls the ball and goes outside. That movement by the defensive end inside took him out of the play completely. Thomas is now optioning the outside linebacker, who moves forward toward our quarterback and forces him to pitch the ball. Now the safety and the corner of New Mexico have to fight off blocks to make the stop on Barner. In this next example, we are using a flanker in motion as a pitch man as we line up in an inside zone read formation. Darren is zone reading the outside linebacker, who is sitting and preventing the quarterback then from running through that gap. Thus Thomas hands off to Barner. Barner sees a wall of white right in front of him in the inside zone read gap because New Mexico knew that he was going to that inside zone read gap. Thus Barner then bounced it outside for the touchdown. Again, by announcing the play in advance, we create an explosion play by the defense's overreaction. Are you beginning to see a pattern to this offense? In the Arizona game this last year, we see us motion into what I call a half-wing backfield formation to begin the straddle triple option. Arizona made one mistake by one man, who went too far inside to cover the pitch man, and it created an explosion play for us. Huff has gone for 85 yards because of a split-second mistake by a defender, which is a primary element of our offense. Later in the game, we have the half-wing formation again, and Arizona responds by putting 8 in the box. Look how they're marked in red. At the snap, they are determined to stop LaMichael James, and 7 remain in the box, while an 8th goes out to prevent Huff from taking off again. This leaves the quarterback Thomas open, and he gets great blocking from Davis and Mayo downfield. Watching wide receivers block downfield like that just makes my heart flutter. You gotta love these guys. In the 2009 Arizona game, we see the quarterback zone read a defensive end who sits, thus the ball is handed off to LaMichael James. Note how the defensive line of Arizona has moved heavily to the outside as they anticipated an outside zone read. Our offensive linemen sealed them off to the outside and LaMichael James went inside, broke a tackle, and thus got a big gain. On the replay, look at our offensive line. They did a kick step to the left. The defensive linemen of Arizona recognized that as a key that shouts outside zone read, thus they moved outside to stop it. We created sizable running lanes because we announced the play with our formation and first step, and that creates other opportunities. We love it. Finally, it helps to have a running back with great vision, as this triple option against Stanford shows. The Cardinal have had enough of LaMichael killing them that day, and they're all over where he goes. Note the defensive end sits, so the lane is closed to Darren as he hands off. See how LaMichael is looking to run outside the tackle and the Stanford linebacker is moving outside to meet him? Then LaMichael cuts inside and blows through the gap before the linebacker can come over and fill it, and LaMichael's gone. Having a veteran running back who can read the linebacker in milliseconds, do a flash and dash, and score is so valuable beyond what most would realize. It's another component that makes Oregon explosive.
Hello, end zone. Won't catch it.
We saw how Oregon straddles the defense by attacking both sides at once as we run our triple option out of 3 different formations, the half wing, the flanker in motion, and the twin backs. We also got to see other factors such as changes in the blocking scheme or the superior vision of the running back that help make this play so successful and so exciting to watch. Now we move to a weekly FishDuck video game analysis, and later on we'll come back to the tutorial series with a discussion of the passing game. In the future, we'll look at the different zone blitz packages and strategies that Nick Aliotti is doing with our heroes on defense. Geez, we love to learn about our beloved Ducks. I'm Charles Fisher, FishDuck, and for more reports and videos, come to FishDuck.com.